So I'm Tracy. I work for Nexus, the Tyne Metro. I'm a rules and policies officer. So I spend a lot of time writing rules for train drivers, track workers, and signallers. The program, first caught my eye on LinkedIn. I was just scrolling through one evening and I saw what I thought sounded like a really refreshing way of learning. It sounded like it was something that was online, but because of the pandemic, it was also being done as like an online group, which I thought was quite nice and sounded a bit more personal, because I've tried an online learning course before and I didn't really like it, but it was like more one-to-one. So I just thought it sounded really interesting. And I liked the fact that it sounded a bit more like a creative personal journey style rather than textbook and exam led type of course. And then a few days later, I noticed a colleague was sharing the same post and she was looking for recruits. So I hadn't realised the connection with women in transport at first. So once I'd sort of seen the advert being shared by Jenny and realised it was to do with women in transport, I thought I should get myself involved because I am a member and my company paid for my membership. So I thought it was a perfect opportunity to show the business that I was actively using the membership. And I just saw it as an opportunity to enhance my own personal development, raise my profile within the business and adopt some meaningful learning and management techniques. And I must say it didn't disappoint. For me personally, it's provided a really refreshing, holistic way of learning. It not only suited me, but it encouraged me to take part in a way that I didn't feel overly pressurized. I thought it was really a really good platform for both outspoken and more introvert learners. Jill and Ian were really good at just tapping into everyone's different personality traits and making sure that the learning styles suited everybody. I would thoroughly recommend it to anyone that needs a confidence boost because the way it's done, it just gently brings that out in you in the most discreet of ways. You don't even know it's happening. It just creeps up on you. It's given me all the tools I needed to improve in my role, but also just the ability to be able to take that further and use it outside of work as well, and just continuously improve my development. It doesn't really matter where I go or what I do now. I've got that set of tools forever. I loved the interaction online and the structure. It was really well balanced. I looked forward to the Tuesday morning work bomb. It would land in your inbox, as Ian was saying. It sets the scene for the month ahead. I found that incredibly inclusive, and it also gives you the foresight to be able to plan ahead and speak with your managers, and often really comes as a surprise. It gives you that sort of ability to plan better. You've got the learning session, or I think it's now called the workshop, the group workshop. That was an incredibly mixed session. It suits all learning styles. It's something for everyone. It allows you to join in, or if you're having a bit of a day where you're not really feeling particularly interactive, it allows you to step back. You're able to challenge, you're able to listen, talk, focus, reflect. I think Jill said, I was accommodated a pandemic, it accommodated babies, sickness. Quite a few of us got COVID throughout the course. We had a summer break, but not all of us were taking our holidays at that point in time. So some of us dialed in from our holiday cottages, which gave us just an awesome opportunity to just keep it going if we wanted to. Obviously, you don't have to if you're on holiday, but quite a lot of us chose to keep it going because it really helps. And it also allowed us to interact with people from all over the UK in a way that wouldn't have been possible before. So our friendship groups and network opportunities are much bigger than we would have, particularly for us studying in the Northeast. You got to talk about it the following week in your peer group. The peer groups were awesome because as the program gains momentum, so does your pride in your peer group, seeing how they're developing as well. So that was really lovely. And the informal sessions are great. Ours were on an evening. I'm not sure if that's the plan going forward, but it created a much more relaxed approach. Like Ian said, you can have a glass of Ribena, and it's just an opportunity to chat in a more relaxed environment. And I think that's really where you start to get to know each other and where the proper bonds and friendships begin. And the icing on the cake for me is the alumni. It's going to provide me with a valuable network of strong, positive and passionate female connections. and a growing network of leaders, and that's something I'll treasure. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It really suited me.